existing coriander in the container now goes on top, so we always keep it fresh that way. So we're just decanting into the container, and this is the coriander that we took out of the container, and the new stuff is underneath. We use a lot of coriander, a lot of coriander seeds. There we go, it's all good to go now. Pop that there. Actually, Ajiwan seeds are getting a little bit low too. They should be right for tonight, but I'll get onto that tomorrow. Although, no, I'll get onto it now, right now. This is the good oil. It's compressed, extra virgin high sunflower, and it is cold pressed, no heat, no chemicals, natural sunflower. It's got a little map of where it is in New Zealand, right down the bottom. Crushed here, grown here. Looks like around about Christchurch, crushed in Christchurch. Really good price, new on the market. Grown and pressed in New Zealand. Cold pressed. Yep, okay, so we've got a mixture of homegrown merch and some red onion as well. So there's a little bit of homegrown. You have to start using homegrown. We've got 3 left because they're starting to germinate inside. They're still very firm though, very, very firm. These are almost 12 months old, look at that. No sign of softness. Homegrown, but we're going to have to use them with spring here in New Zealand now. They're going to start to want to grow. So we've got to get them before that happens. And we've got a 2 metre by 3 metre patch of all onions growing. This is coming. Ajiwan. This is just the start of a salad. We've got avocado and carrot, and we're just going to put a little bit of black pepper on the avocado, and add some homegrown broccoli as well. And just get a little bit of black pepper. Just goes quite well with the avocado. Avocado doesn't have much flavour, actually. It has very little flavour. But the offside of that is you can add so much to it. A little bit of pepper. Lemon goes really well with it. Oh, too much. A little bit too much there. And a little bit of salt. Just a pinch of salt, just a little bit. And it gets a bit of flavour into the avocado. Really does need something. I'm just going to use my fingers here and sprinkle a little bit of salt. There we go. Just a pinch of salt. Pinch of salt is the term to use. And there we have it. Lemon juice, ground black pepper. There's a lot on that actually. I guess I better have that one. And a little bit of salt.
How's that?
Oh, beautiful. Very nice. Just right. Not too much, not too less.
Not good?
No. Okay. So we're just going to harvest some broccoli now.
Fresh.
Fresh broccoli. Really, it's just been such a good, like a really good crop this year. Now we'll just go for this guy here. As you can see, it's really, we need to pick it now because it's starting to flower. There's a little flower coming out there. So we got to get it before that stage, and we should, yeah, it's getting a little bit, not quite as snappy as it was. And we've still got all this to go. These ones here are really nice too. These ones here, edible leaves. I have to find out what they are, but they're just really, really tender. And lots of them too. Fresh, full of iron. Lots of dark green there. There we go. But the cauliflower, we're waiting patiently. Let's have a little quick look at that. See if there's anything forming at this stage. Oops. So it's going to form right in there. As those leaves get really tight, the flower will start to form in there, but there's nothing yet. No, oh, it's just starting. It's very, very tightly packed. They do come later than broccoli, Broccoli comes up first, then cauliflower, gobi after that. So yeah, I would say about another 4 weeks we should have plenty of gobi. Picks it up in the morning. And a lovely little bit of parsley here, and a little bit of coriander, just a little bit of coriander there. Looks like, oh, look at these guys here. These guys here are the bad guys. Look at that guy there. Yeah, sorry guys, we're gonna have to come out and deal to you. Yeah. They lay their eggs in the ground. As the soil gets warmer, the eggs hatch. Yeah, there's another little one there. Hungry little, yeah. Really good. They won't touch the merch though. There's something in there that they don't like, but anything else is fair game. And they can do a lot of damage. The only one I use for that is a Blitz. It is not a very strong pest control, but you have to use something. Give this a wash. Put that on there. This is full of vitamin K, potassium. Got some really good stuff in it. Good for men, good for the prostate. Helps that along. And fresh like this is just so good. You don't need a lot of land to make a few vegetables. You can grow them in pot plants, or actually hanging too. I'll just give these a little wash. Anything fresh is good, and you get control. It's good for the environment. There's no trucks, no diesel burnt, no labour. You just put the seed in the ground and attend to, straight from there to the plate. This was living quite nicely before. We're not killing anything, we're just plucking a few leaves off. The broccoli will continue there until it eventually dies, and then we'll pull it out. There we have it. Oh, the grapes are not grown. They're seedless too. Probably grown in Australia or California. Right. Okay, so we're just going to make some utter now. So there's around about a cup full there. I find the best ratio is 1 cup to half water. So that'll do about six roti, 3 per person, which is a good amount. And we're just going to mix it up now. I need to measure the exact amount because I'm not experienced enough to be able to guess the amount of water to go in. So it's about half and half. Can usually make about a cup and a half of atta. We'll do up to 9 roti, which is a good amount for breakfast time, 3 for lunch, and 3 for breakfast, two people. So that's a 3/4 of a cup of water to get it right. We just work the water in, and just get the right amount. It is tricky. Too much water, no good. Not enough water, no good. It gets right down to the point where just a little bit of water on the hand can make all the difference. So we're just kneading it in, which is a good way to get the water right in there. Good way to use the knuckles like that. See, it's starting to firm up now, and it is tricky. It looks so easy when an expert does it, but really, I've been at this for probably 18 months now, and I still make mistakes occasionally, but I'm starting to become less and less mistakes. This looks just a little bit too much water in there, so we'll just add a little bit more atta to that. And while that's doing, I'm just going to do some stirring here. Look at that, beautiful. A lot of this cooking goes on not so much taste, but colour, texture are the indicators of what stage the cooking is at. Some potato here, some aloo. Still a bit firm, so it needs a little bit more cooking. So it's a nice brown colour. That's a good indication that the first part of the sabji went really well. You've got to kind of caramelise the onion, garlic, ginger, and they're the main ingredients before we add the spices. You just got to kind of caramelise those. Green chilli, mirch, not too much mirch. I quite like it hot, but that's not for everyone. The mirch, the green chilli will give the flavour, the hotness, the spiciness. So usually something that size, probably 3-4 medium-sized chilli, depending on what type it is. There's a lot of varieties. I like to grow the bird's eye one. They're quite a small chilli, red. They're easy to store too. They're so good. All you need to do is simply pluck them and put them in the freezer. That's it, done, finished. I have been shown a really neat way where the chilli is cut into 4, opened up, and mixed with salt and turmeric. No freezing required, and they will last a long time, 2 years plus.
Pickle.
Yeah, and pickle, good for pickle too. But you can just store them on their own, and add a bit of oil to it as well. Yeah, a little bit of oil as well, and just put them in a jar. And the turmeric is kind of like an antibiotic. It won't, like copper, it won't allow any bacteria to grow on anything that has it on. I wear a homemade copper bracelet just to get a bit of copper in my system. Don't notice any immediate effect, but it's one of the elements that the body needs. It's copper. We can get it in our food. Not a lot of things have copper, or take copper out of the soil and take it into the plant. Yeah, that's looking really good. Probably another 10 minutes at the most. I think we should just about do that. Just keep stirring. There we go. Very nice. It's just got so much goodness in it. Ajuwan, cumin seeds, black pepper, turmeric, salt. Just full of goodness. And turmeric, of course. Turmeric can give the brownie colour as well. We've got capsicum and potato are our main vegetables in this sabji. The potatoes take a little bit longer to cook than the capsicum, but that's okay. So we've got it on a really low heat at the moment, really low. Just stirring it every now and then. I may need a little bit of water. We're doing a lot of evaporation here. Thank you. Just going to add a little bit of water. It is a non-stick frying pan, but that should do it. Not too much. Yeah. There we go. All done. Alright, we'll just give that a stir and then let it sit for a bit. Looking good. Really good. And tomato too. We have a little tomato. The tomatoes on the vines have more flavour. These are cherry tomatoes. They don't have quite as much flavour. The homegrown ones do. They have a lot of flavour and plentiful. Pretty safe from any pests on them. They don't seem to like tomatoes. They are prone to a little bit of rust though. That comes from the soil, breaking down the soil. They can get a bit of rust on them. Sometimes you need a little bit of a copper-based fungicide. It has a sort of a greeny, bluish colour that will eliminate any fungus. Once again, copper. Nothing grows on copper. It can oxidize, but as far as bacteria growth on there, no, it won't. So we can make that into a spray, and that will stop any fungi on tomatoes. Tomatoes can get that, along with strawberries as well. They can get rust spots on them, and apples too. A lot of fruit trees are prone to peaches, apricots. They get a curly leaf. The leaf deforms, and they definitely need to be sprayed with copper sulfate. Okay, so we're just forming the roti now. So there we go. We've got the little balls there, and they'll get flattened out, and a little bit of dry atta on there, just to stop it sticking to the base there. It looks easy when it's done by someone that knows what they're doing, but it needs to be turned. I don't know if you can notice that, but it is actually turning. It's slowly rotating. Slowly, let's see if we can get a better shot of that. If you look closely, you see it's rotating. That's what we want. Just put my finger there, so you see it moving around. It's rotating. It's quite a skill to do that. And that once it sticks, you can't get the nice round circle. I've had so many maps. I've had maps of all sorts of countries because look at that, lovely. There we go. And just take the dry atta off and hang it on the side. That'll be ready. Once we do them all, just flatten them out. That's the way. Yeah, very good. That's the go. Yeah, very good. So we're just going to do another one here. We're going to roll it in such a way that it rotates. does a 360, maybe 360 degrees. There we go. See that movement there? Look at that. That's looking really nice and round. Let's bring it up to the top so we get a really good image there. Oh, we got a shadow. Put it up there. Yeah, that's a good shot. There we go. It's all about how you hold the rolling pin. You do not want to hold it tight, because yeah, it's got to roll in the hands. So the hands are just holding it in place and it's spinning. Not very little pressure. Very, very, very little pressure there. Just, yeah. Turn it around. It takes a while to get the hang of that. There we go. Nice. Good size too. Very good. Another one there. We can take the ball and flatten it out. Butter on there. Yeah, I'll here we go. So here we go. So I like to do it by hand. I just like to give it like that. There's a couple of ways that I've seen it done. This is one way, and this is the other way. To hold it in the hand like that and just work it around, turning this hand, turning, and this hand flattening it out. Don't tend to get it quite as round. The other way is to do it like this. You tend to have more control, just pushing it down into a roundish shape. You can work it where it's not so round. Flip it over. There we go. They're fairly small rooties, these ones, but that's okay. There we go. It's nice and round. The one we start with is what we end with. So if we get a nice round to begin with, we're going to end up with a nice round to begin with. Now I'm getting a little bit not so round there. Got a little bit of something there, not quite sure. Just a little, there we go. We got that. Okay, here we go. Right, okay, here we go. The idea, I've got to get some movement here. Yeah, see, I'm getting some movement there. Getting some movement. That's what we want. But I'm not pushing hard. I'm just basically just holding the rolling pin. A little bit of pressure on there, not much though. There we go. I'm losing the roundness a little bit, but we don't have a map of anything at this stage, which is good. We just want a round circle. And if the utter's right, if the utter's nice and soft, it makes this job a lot easier. If it hasn't got enough water, it can be quite hard work, and it won't turn the way it should do. It's practice, hey? It's just practice. Lots of practice. Let's flip it over. Now an expert will do 12 a minute, 10 a minute, 10 a minute. I'm nowhere near that. I can assure you that. Nowhere near. Me, probably 1 a minute. Pressure on here. Keep it going.
No.
Done. There you are. That's how you do it. There we go. There, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Well done. I'll take a bit of credit for that. Okay. Yeah, I'll do this. You just can't rush it, eh? I just cannot rush it. It's just one of those things you gotta practice and practice and practice. This is a bag, a 10 kg bag of ground wheat, and it's not processed. It's quite brown. It's quite not really vivid white. That's because the husk is also included. It's wholemeal. It's wholemeal flour. That varies in price depending on it is imported from the Punjab area of India up the north, and it is seasonal. Some years they have good season, other years they don't. So the price does vary. It's usually around about 30. Someone goes down to $27 Kiwi dollars for a 10 kilo bag of butter. Now that's when you get that into quantity. Look at that, beautiful. It can last a long time. You can make a lot of these with say $30 of butter for 10 kg. Think of how many loaves of bread you get for $30. Not a lot. Yes, it's cut. Yes, it's packed. Yes, it's good to go. This is more work. That's okay. I'm semi-retired, so I've got time to do it. But I understand if you're working that out, yeah, it can be a little bit, you need quick food, quickly packaged, cut, ready to go. So, but value for money, this is good value, good value. You can do a lot, make a lot of stuff with 10 kg of flour. You can do a lot, really. There's a couple of different things we can do with this. We can make pranta, gobi pranta, which is cauliflower. We even made a pranta with the broccoli. And once again, we use the oven for that. I have seen it made a different way, where it's folded. It's folded many times, and then it's rolled, and that's really neat too. You get some really neat patterns. But this is just straight roti, so it's nothing fancy here. It's just what we have when we have the meal, and it goes with every meal. Every meal, unless it's rice. This doesn't go with rice. It's not every meal, so I'll correct myself. It goes a lot with. They can look at that, beautiful. You don't have it with rice. Once again, carbohydrates, but this has protein in it. Being vegetarian, of course, we don't eat meat, fish. We have dairy products, but we don't eat any meat, red meat, chicken, nothing like that. So we need to get our protein from plants. And plants have protein, but they don't have all the acids in them. So we need to have a big array of food, like lentils, lots of greens to get our iron, lots of dark greens, spinach, sorghum beet, broccoli to get our iron based. But it certainly is easy to digest. It doesn't sit in the stomach, the digestive system, for a long time. This plant-based diet is healthier, but it is more work. There's no doubt about it. But I mean, what do we for our health? Our health is everything. We need to make time to eat the right food. Great. Here we go. Now we're getting ready to actually do some cooking now. Yep. There we go. Good. Just get a little bit of ghee ready. Roti. So we're just going to just put it on the flame to puff it up a bit. This is another, it looks easy but it's quite tricky to get it right. So a little bit of ghee on there, beautiful, that's good, there we go. It's got ghee just on one side, so we just pop another cooked water on top of that. This lovely little box just to keep it all nice and warm. So here we go, so we just put it on the hot plate and start to bubble up. Just start to bubble up, see a little bit of bubbling there. But it's not cooked in the middle, I can tell because of the colour. You can see it's a different colour when it's not cooked. Turn it over, let's cook that side. There we go, now that should puff up quite nicely there. There we go. Yeah. Once again, it can overcook and undercook. Fine line, very fine line. Pop that in there. There, look at that, beautiful. Nice size too. Yep. There we go. Nearly there. We'll do a setup soon. Lovely meal. It's everything fresh, handmade. I've been to some beautiful restaurants, but honestly, homemade, fresh from the garden, very hard to beat. pillow there. Call them pillows. Put them. Yep. Okay. Good. Put that on there. Now we've already got ghee on there. So let me go a little more. Very good. Right. Okay. I'm going to do a setup now. Just add a little bit of Himalaya salt onto the ghee, onto the yogurt, dahi, and that one over there, that one here, that one there, and we're just heating up some plates. Pop that there, and back in a sec. We sometimes add a little bit of touch avanga mixed pickles, just as a side. But I always try the sabji first before I try the pickles, because it's we get a true taste of the sabji that way. Okay, here we go. Mahi Guru. I'm just going to break off a little bit of roti and like a little, like a spoon. Add a little bit of sabji onto the spoon and try. Yep, 10 out of 10. Beautiful. Well done. Thank you.
Thank you. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.
Bye. See you tomorrow.